of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go, here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 25 on second down. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How do they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that tunnel rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they turn to Sanders, and they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 16.
Ready, go.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. He will take this over. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the failure to connect sacked on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Room here to run. Pushes past him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Wilson with a first down carry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 2. Tua. Wilson snags it left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now they send a man in motion right. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and run with Wilson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, this is Wilson. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Philly offense set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. That's 3rd down.
That play was something a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Powering forward. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Three yards remain for second down. Now Tua. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Eric Ezekama, 39 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Ready,
On 2nd and 7. Hurts dancing to his left. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
7 Pirates, 18 Pioneers.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Looking to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. He'll get it inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. One more time with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tua now, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. It's complete. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check that, streak, 19 tight, Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Check you. On the ball.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the ground, it's Wilson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get that one complete to counter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie, 31 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Okay, right?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Tua on fourth down. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A give. This is Wilson. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready, set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
38.
Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the gun, it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They have 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen will try again on second down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down and goal. Tua buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 on score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Wilson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Allen now on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Get away, sacked back at the 22. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen to throw once more. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 54 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
And my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
Wilson with a first down carry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll run. Here's Wilson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 20. Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. First play, here's Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing, Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out around it. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. But the other day, they
told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Hey,
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Ultra, go ultra.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ultra.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First down. Here's Cousins.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
47 yards.
And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Play fake, Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and touchdown, Vikings! And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Joseph now to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. Finding space at the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Eric Ezukama, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point being good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they had been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 14 today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. A beautiful fake. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Wilson, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Going to the air, Tagovailoa over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st.